Hi guys, welcome to Amanda Says, my weight loss journey. Thanks for being here and thanks for watching. Today we're going to talk about 3 things: who I am, how I got here, and what to expect in my videos. So to start off, I'm 29 years old. I am a mom to a beautiful daughter. I am a certified exercise physiologist through the American College of Sports Medicine. I wanted to come up with a way to help others on their weight loss journey, and this was the best way I could think of. Starting from a young age, I was always active. I was always outdoors. I was involved in a lot of sports. I did volleyball, basketball, softball. I did a little bit of cheerleading. I was an athletic trainer for football and wrestling and track. So I was constantly around athletics. I also, in my free time, would do a lot of outdoor activities. I would do hiking, skiing, swimming. I did just about everything. So I was very, very active. I was around 140, 150 pounds. I think about 25% body fat. So I was what I would call in shape. I never really got winded. I had a lot of endurance, and this is what I looked like here. During the end of my high school career and into the beginning of my college career, I had a lot of things happen that were really devastating. I had a lot of family issues that were really hard for me to deal with. I had financial issues. I had health issues. I had just about anything you can think of. I was dealing with some sort of issue. I was the person who always kept a smile on her face and who always tried to project positivity to other people. And because of that, I really hid my feelings. I would keep that smile on my face, and I would just go out and when I told my close friends some of the things that were happening, they couldn't believe it. They said, wow, I would have never guessed because you always seem so happy. It's true that I did seem happy, but inside I was not happy. And I started to get very depressed because of that. I started to suppress my feelings. I started to hold everything in, and I started to deal with these things in very unhealthy ways. I started to eat all the time, not just so much bad food. I mean, a lot of it was good food, but I ate for comfort. So I'd be out with friends, we'd eat, I'd go somewhere else, we'd eat, I'd come home, I'd eat. Anytime I got nervous, I would eat. I started gaining some weight. Not too much because I was still pretty active, so I, at the time, didn't gain too much. But then I got pregnant. On top of the other issues that were happening, I started having more financial issues, and I started getting really stressed out about, how am I going to take care of a child when I'm still somewhat a child myself, and all these kind of things went through my mind, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make everything work, and how I'm still going to be a responsible person, and how I'm still going to be a positive person. How am I going to still be happy and help other people and be there for other people when it's very hard for me to even be there for myself. In college, I started going out and I started drinking and stuff, because for me that was still a positive environment. People are happy, they're having a good time, they're, dancing and doing all these things. So to me, even though it was not the best healthy choice, it wasn't a healthy decision, for me that was still a coping mechanism. I could forget about my problems, I could forget about what was going on, and I could still be happy, I could still have a great time. The drinking with the eating and the lack of exercise, because I was so busy and trying to take care of a family and trying to take care of everything else, I started forgetting about myself and forgetting how to take care of myself. So I started doing everything except for taking care of myself. In the course of the depression, anxiety, having a child, right after I had a child, I had to have surgery for another health issue. All these things combined, I think I ended up gaining about 95 to 100 pounds. That for me was even more devastating, because being an athlete and being healthy and being in shape, being that heavy and being that overweight, I was just even more depressed. It was a big circle effect, and I'll talk to you about that more in the videos. But basically, I gained weight, so I got upset. I was upset, so I gained weight, and then it just kept going around and around in a big circle. And I'll address that more later in videos, but I did have that huge circle effect that caused me to keep cycling in the depression. Once I gained that weight, I tried to go back to exercise and eating healthy. Because I was so used to working out like an athlete, I started working out like an athlete and I got hurt. The doctor said, okay, you need to take a 6-week break. So I did that. And in the course of that 6-week break, I gained all that weight back, and then I got upset at myself for gaining all that weight back. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my education. I went to a university for kinesiology and health. So you're learning about how to be healthy, you're learning about nutrition, you're learning about how to keep others healthy, you're learning about how to stay away from chronic diseases and all these things. While I am overweight, I started getting super embarrassed. I felt like, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? You know, this is my passion. This is what I love to do. I want to help others. I want to show other people how they can be healthy. But how can I do that when I'm not healthy myself? When I am overweight, how am I supposed to teach other people how to be healthy? I thought about giving up my passion. I said maybe I should go do something else. But I realized in the long run that's not what I wanted to do, because I want to be here to help others. I want to show other people how they can be healthy, and I will figure out a way no matter what that way is. At the end of our education, we had to do an internship. I was teaching aqua fitness, I was teaching circuit training, I was teaching silver sneakers to the elderly population, and I loved it. But let's rewind a little bit. I was terrified going into my interview because I was out of shape, and I'm supposed to be leading these fitness classes, and I'm thinking, what if I can't keep up? You know, these people are all in shape, all these coaches, they probably want a person with a 6-pack, you know, abs, being able to teach these classes, and I'm gonna be up here having to modify everything, and how the heck am I gonna do this? So I went there and I did it, and they loved me because I had the knowledge, I had the personality, and I enjoyed what I was doing, and they could tell that I was passionate about what I was doing. What happened was I had numerous people, when I left my internship, write me letters and tell me, thank you for being here. Thank you for being overweight. Yes, you heard me right. Thank you for being overweight. What? So I'm reading this and I'm saying, are they really thanking me for being overweight? And I couldn't understand it. And when I read back through, you know, the letters, they explained that me being overweight and doing these things with them showed them that they could do it, and it motivated them every single day to keep coming and to not be embarrassed and to not be scared to step outside of the box. When they saw somebody up there with as much energy as I had when I was teaching my classes, helping them show that they could change, they wanted to keep coming back. And I have goosebumps, you probably can't see right now, but that made me feel so amazing, because the whole time I'm trying to figure out, how am I going to help people looking like this? How am I going to make a difference in anybody's life? How am I going to motivate people? How am I going to inspire people? They're just going to look at me and give me one look and turn away. They're not going to give me a chance. It doesn't matter how much knowledge I have. It doesn't matter how much education I have. It doesn't matter you know, how well I can teach. It doesn't matter how positive I am. They're gonna take one look at me and say, she probably doesn't know what she's doing, so I'm gonna go to somebody else. That was my thought. But what really actually ended up happening was my classes started growing and growing and growing. At the end of my internship, some of my classes were so full that nobody else could really fit into some of these classes, and I was so happy, I was so excited. And it all was because I wasn't afraid to step outside the box. So that's what I'm doing here with you guys through these videos. I decided that this was going to be a way that I could connect with you guys and motivate you guys and show you guys that you can do it too. So I'm going on this journey, and I really would love for you guys to join me. I want you to be able to watch my videos, while you're going through it week by week and say, yeah, I had some of those same feelings too. Like, oh, I had those cravings too, or, you know, oh, today I didn't do so good, but she didn't do so good either, and she's still stuck with it. So whatever it is, I want to motivate you guys. I want you to feel like you have somebody there with you, doing this journey with you, and I can be there for you every step of the way. Also, I want to create a community. I want to create a network for people who can ask questions, who can build off of each other, who can motivate each other. So not only am I here for you, you guys are here for me. So you're motivating me just as much as I'm motivating you. And I want to have a community and have a place where we can all go. We can bounce ideas off each other, and you can follow me and I can answer your questions. You guys can answer each other's questions. You can talk about your challenges for the day and just build a great community. So normally my videos are gonna be a lot shorter than this. It's a little longer today because it's my first video and I wanted to give you an introduction to myself, and I wanted you to know where I am coming from and why I'm here. But going forward, the videos are probably gonna be about 5 minutes. But I'm gonna do weekly weigh-ins, I'm gonna do my body measurements, I'm gonna do my body fat percentage measurements, and we're gonna talk a little bit about fitness and nutrition. I'm gonna give you some little tips and tricks, give you some ideas for recipes. I'm going to tell you what things were super hard for me that week and what things were super easy, and what goals I hit and what goals I didn't hit and why I didn't hit them. So I'm gonna just be real with you guys, and I'm just gonna tell you exactly what I'm going through and how hard it is for me or how easy it is for me. And that way, when you have those challenges too, you can know that you're not the only one going through these things. Every month I'm going to put out a video that will answer some of the questions that you guys have been commenting. So make sure and comment below and tell me what questions you have. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, hit the like button and also subscribe so you can get all the weekly videos coming out as soon as they come out. I'm excited that you're here with me. I'm excited we're gonna do this journey together. Just remember to have fun and make healthy choices. Thanks. See you next week.